Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in with me, Gloria Cylinder. I'm very excited to be with you yet again. We continue to reflect on the topic of true personal identity. Today the reflection is on the fact that little things matter. Yes, sometimes we make decisions and we think, it was just, or it was not such a big deal, or it was only that. And at the time we make the decision, it seems all right. It's always important to reflect on whether that decision is aligned to your true personal identity. Is it aligned to your values? Is it aligned to your belief system? Is it aligned to how you would like somebody else to view you? When they see you and they play back what you have done, are you going to be satisfied with that decision or that action? So before I carry on, I do want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you who continue to tune in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and please remember to share the link with others so that we can continue to learn and grow together. So why do little things matter? Most of the time, we may underestimate some of the decisions that we make. We will use even the language that says, it was just that time. It was just once. But it was such a small thing. But it was not such a big deal, right? And when you start saying something is not a big deal, when you start saying it was just, you are minimizing the impact of the decision that you are making or the action that you are taking at that time. And the reason you minimize it is because you realize that it is not aligned to your true personal identity. Otherwise, it would not be important to even put a measure to it. So my reminder to you today is that even those smallest decisions, even those things that you underestimate, you always have to think about the implications, and you always have to think about the consequences of those things. Whether it is something that you do once and you say, oh no, I'm just trying this out for now, and I know that I will not do it again. There is a reason that you are saying that, because you know you ought not to be doing it in the first place, right? So what would be the consequence of that action if somebody plays it back to you, or somebody you didn't think was actually watching you reflects on that at a later point in time? And when it comes back to you, you realize that it was not such a small thing after all, because somebody's perception has changed about the kind of a person that you are, or how inconsistent you may be. So when we make decisions about things for the now and things that we know we ought not to be doing, and we justify those decisions, it doesn't make them right. What you need to remember about compromising your values or your belief system, or even who you are at any given point in time, is that it always gets registered somehow. You either will remember it, or somebody else will have seen it and remind you of it, or you later on come across something that becomes a consequence of that little decision or small act that you did. It is always important to remember that in order for you to honor yourself and to honor your true personal identity, it is important to show stability in your decisions. It is important to show consistency in how you do things. There is a passage of scripture in the Bible, in the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 10, where Jesus is saying, one who is faithful in small things is also faithful in big things. And one who is unfaithful in small things is also unfaithful in big things. The thing about small things is that if you are doing it once and you consider it to be small, then what stops you from doing it again? And if you considered it small, you actually were justifying it in the process of doing it. If you thought to yourself, it's just this one time, and you thought you got away with it that one time, I bet you are going to try it again at another time, right? And then it starts becoming a habit, maybe a hidden habit if there's ever such a thing. But you start getting used to the fact that you do get away with this thing, or you are able to hide this thing. Nobody will know. But guess what? You can't hide something from yourself. You can't hide something from your mind. You can't hide something from your heart. So the best decision to take is just not to do it at all. Think about the implications. What these little things mean at the end of the day is that you are an unstable person, is that you are an unreliable person, is that you are always willing to compromise yourself. So if you can compromise yourself in the little things, I bet you will be able to compromise yourself in the big things. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Until next time, bye.